This is Standing Watch. And now, Evangelist Norbert Link.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to our Standing Watch program. Breitbart wrote on April 8, Sunday at an LGBTQ Victory Fund brunch in Washington, D.C., South Bend, Indiana Mayor Pete Buttigieg, a likely 2020 Democratic presidential candidate, told Vice President Mike Pence his marriage to his husband has made him closer to God. Buttigieg, however pronounce that name, sorry if I mispronounce it, never heard of this man before, but he said, "When I was younger, I would have done anything to not be gay. If you had offered me a pill to make me straight, I would have swallowed it before you had time to give me a sip of water. It's hard to face the truth that there were times in my life, if you showed me exactly what it was inside me that made me gay, I would have cut it out with a knife." Many young people struggling to come to terms with their sexuality or gender identity harm themselves figuratively or literally. But the real reason it's so hard to think about is if I had had a chance to do that, I would not have found my way to Chasten Buttigieg, in other words, his husband. The best thing in my life, my marriage, might not have happened at all. He goes on to say that how dark the thought that the man that I admire and care about and love sharing with the rest of the country, and more importantly share one day with raising children, might not have been part of my life at all. Thank God there was no pill. Thank God there was no knife. People talk about marriage equality as a moral issue. And it certainly is a moral issue as far as I'm concerned. It's a moral issue because being married to Chasten has made me a better human being. It has made me more compassionate, more understanding, more self-aware, more decent. My marriage to Chasten has made me a better man. And yes, Mr. Vice President, talking now to Mike Pence, it has moved me closer to God. Speaking only for myself, he continues, I can tell you that if me being gay was a choice, it was a choice that was made far, far above my pay grade. That's the thing I wish the Mike Pences of the world would understand, that if you have a problem with who I am, your problem is not with me. Your quarrel, sir, is with my Creator. CNN added the following on April 8. Buttigieg's comments came hours after he made critical comments about evangelical voters' support of President Donald Trump during an appearance on Meet the Press. It's something that really frustrates me because the hypocrisy is unbelievable, he said. Here you have somebody who acts in a way that is not consistent with anything that I hear in Scripture in church. Now, the article goes on to say that Vice President Mike Pence has drawn the ire of members of the LGBTQ community in the past. Now, let me just explain. LGBTQ stands for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and Q could stand for queer, and it could stand for questioning. Both is possible. Anyhow, he has drawn the ire of members of the LGBTQ community in the past for his positions on various LGBTQ issues. A staunch conservative Christian, he signed the Religious Freedom Restoration Act while he was governor of Indiana. Critics of the law contend that individuals and businesses could use it to discriminate against the gay community on the basis of religion. Pence also signaled support for federal funds to be allocated for gay conversion therapy on his 2000 U.S. House campaign website, where it said, quote, resources should be directed toward those institutions which provide assistance to those seeking to change their sexual behavior, close quote. Now, what does the Bible say about all of this? Did God create people as gay persons? Is homosexuality sinful? What do the Old and the New Testaments have to say about it? And what should your approach towards homosexual conduct and same-sex marriages be? It's high time that we understand the teachings of the Bible and go away from what individuals tell us, or even what some churches might preach in their Sunday services. We have prepared a booklet, God's Teachings on Sexual Relationships. And it also addresses, in one chapter, homosexual conduct. In another chapter, same-sex marriages are being addressed. You need this booklet. It's free of charge. There is no follow-up, no request for money. But if you want to know what God thinks, not what man thinks, not what we think, what God thinks, you got to read this booklet, which is based on the passages and scriptures of the Bible. And then you know who is right and who is wrong. Then you know what your position ought to be if you want to be a follower of Jesus Christ. Thank you very much for listening. This is Norbert Link for the Standing Watch program.
Standing Watch is a presentation by the Church of the Eternal God, P.O. Box 270519, San Diego, California 92198. More information is also available at our website, eternalgod.org.